Everybody, my name is Robin. I am Katahdin and Cooking Mama's Homestead, and today I'm making sourdough discard blueberry scones. So I have 2 cups of flour there. I need a half a cup of sugar, which I'm going to get right now, and I have a teaspoon of baking powder going into this, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, a half a teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of blueberries that have been washed and patted dry, a half a cup of cold butter, which is in the refrigerator, a half a cup of starter, a 1/3 cup of cream, milk or cream, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, I'm using my homemade vanilla, and 1 tablespoon of lemon zest, I'm using orange zest. So I'm going to get my sugar, and I'm also going to get my butter because I have to grate it into the flour. And I kept it in the refrigerator to keep it cold. So into the flour, we're adding the rest of our dry ingredients, but I have to get my sugar. So I'm going to get my measuring spoons, and I'm going to put my baking soda and my baking powder in there. So the baking soda is a 1/4 teaspoon. The baking powder is 1 teaspoon. And the salt is a half a teaspoon. And of course my sugar. Which is a half a cup. Okay, and I do have sourdough starter that's rising, but I'm going to use my discard in this recipe. Okay, so now we're going to grate the butter into the flour. Half a cup. I'm going to add our blueberries. We're going to mix them in. And you got most of that butter down below. Okay, we're going to add our vanilla to our cream. It's 1 teaspoon. Little over. And let's see, we got everything. We have to do the starter. So I'm going to literally put the starter in here. And we need for starter a half a cup. And this is my starter. This is my discard. And I'm going to put my lemon zest right in that as well. Put the cover back on my starter so I don't get no fruit flies. I'm going to move my book out of the way. So we're going to mix the flour, and then we're going to mix the liquid ingredients in. So I'm going to just do it with my hands. That's what's going to give you flaky scones. Okay, that's all mixed. Now we're going to add our liquid ingredients. So I'm going to go in there with my hands and I'm going to work this, but I'm going to try not to melt the butter. I'm not going to squish it. I'm just going to gradually just go around. I'm going from the bottom with my hands. I'm working that dough. I'm just going to go around and around, and I'm not squishing the butter. I'm going to wash my counter, and then we're going to pour it out onto the counter, and I'm going to put it into a circle, and then I want to get 8 scones. Okay, that's good enough for me. It's like a shaggy type dough. So I'm just going to wipe down my counter. I'm going to put a little tiny bit of flour out here, just a little bit. So I'm going to turn them out and I'm going to press it together. Bringing it to a ball. Okay, I got it into a circle and I didn't have to do it that much time off camera. Okay, if you don't have no parchment paper, you want to grease your pan. I don't see that no, I do. Okay. We are going to take 1 tablespoon of butter, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and we are going to top this. So I'm going to cut this in scones. It's going into a 425 oven for 16 to 20 minutes. So let me get it cut, put it on the baking rack, and then I'll put it in the oven. So we're going to get 8 scones. It's 4, 6, 2. I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of butter and 1 tablespoon of sugar, and we're going to top this, and then we're going to bake it. So I'm putting it into the bowl, and then I'm adding 1 tablespoon of sugar. You can even glaze these if you want to do a lemon or an orange zest. You can glaze them with a little bit of confectionery sugar and lemon juice or orange juice. So I'm gradually going to put a little bit on each one of them. So I'll see you back when it's done. Because I have orange in my scone instead of the lemon, you can do a lemon glaze. I did orange. I put a tablespoon of orange juice into powdered sugar, which is right there, probably 1/2 cup, and probably a tablespoon of lemon orange juice, and I made this glaze for it. But you have to wait till they're warm. I want to show you the scones right now. They're nice and golden. I'm getting ready to take them out. I still have 3 minutes, so I'm thinking of just pulling them right now. Okay, I just took them out nice and golden. Some of them have lost their shape, but some maintained their shape. I think it was the way that I shaped them. I think that fell probably because the butter loosened up, but they basically look great. And scones can be in different sizes or different shapes. So I'm gonna let these cool. I'm gonna put my orange glaze on and I'm gonna show you how they look when we're done. Okay, these have sat, so I'm just gonna take the glaze and I'm gonna move it closer, and I'm just gonna take it and go like this on the scones. And that's it. So anyways, I'm going to take a little bite. Let me get this one right here. I'm actually going to dunk it in the glaze. Mmm. Them are so good. Yum. I hope you enjoyed the recipe. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification for my next video.